Well, not to jinx it, but I feel like I'm getting pretty ahead. Pretty much done that RB20, getting pretty close. These like very, very minor finer touches to do on it. I now need to move on with the 25DET and also the 30DET over there. I've been waiting on an O-ring because I lost one a while ago, and I've just gone to check the strainer and it's actually bent. So I've got a spare one cooking up in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then that should be ready to go on, and then following that I can do the sump, and then I need to throw the baffles into the covers, and then the covers can go on. Then once I've thrown the oil filter on and I've painted the crank pulley, I think that's it. I can just about flick that motor off. That is ready to go.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Yeah. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Next thing I want to do here is chuck these plugs in, because once again I've got 6 big open holes in a motor, and if I drop something in there I can't get them out. Once again looking for a 0.8 gap, so we'll see how they are at the box. Bang on. Been a while since I last recorded anything on the RB30, so the clips you would have just watched were probably 2 weeks ago or so. Just had some more parts turn up, some bits and bobs to finish it off. I need to finish making the AN lines, and I need to paint the balancer, and I also need to locate a lower timing cover. First thing I need to do is go grab all my bolts that I picked up. I picked about 80 of them up, so I should have heaps of spares, and then I'll get all my billet washers up there and fit them in. That head drain needs to be built and put down there. That thermostat needs to go in along with the housing. And I also need to build my AN8 VCT drain. Got some batteries charging underway. Now I managed to charge that one up, but this one had 0 volts in it. And for your average smart charger, they don't like having 0 volts. Usually got to have a certain amount of volts in the battery for it to actually detect and want to put a charge out. So I didn't want to do that, just say it's rejected, battery faulty, throw it out. So if you get another battery and you chuck a set of jump leads on there, which would throw some volts in there, chuck your battery charger on, it detects the volts and then, lets it charge. Then what you can do is just leave that go for, I don't know, however long. It'll get it up to a state again where it recognizes it has some life in it, and then you're sweet to go. So it's good with old manual chargers, you can just throw it on, it'll put voltage into anything. Whether you want to just short circuit them or put them into a battery, it'll just throw volts out. But the average smart chargers don't do that, so that's a good way to get them going again. That's the bolt bag that I picked up. 75 20mm long M6 cap screws. I bought some longer ones for the front timing cover on Bill's motor, and I bought a bunch to suit my 2JZ as well. There you go, that wasn't too bad. So the VCT line's made up and the head drain line is made up too. I need to source a lower timing cover, which I do not have. I've got plenty of things in this shop, but timing covers, lower ones, are something that I do not have. So I'm gonna have to leave this motor where it is for now until I can find myself a timing cover, and then I can pop the balancer on and this thing is ready to go. Now in the meantime, I've still got more lines to make up, so I'm gonna make up the head drain for that 25DET as well. Just dragged over the RB25. Now this is the Series 3 25DET out of Bill's Safiro, for those who aren't aware. I need to make a head drain for it. So we were running the same head drain by NZKW, but he's gone and got himself a nice Franklin Performance one. So the hole's a little bit different. I'll make that work and then I'll fit the line up. And there's a few other little things I've got to do as well. Now we've got a problem since the holes aren't the same. It used to line up quite far down here, which it doesn't anymore, the 45. So I think what I should do is put that right there. Then I've got a 0 degree fitting I'll give to him, and we'll do it like that. Holes line up, no worries. We've got a bit of wiggle room to play with there. And then point that right out there, straight down. Look at that, sorted, no chopping needed. And there we are, nice head drain fitted up. Beautiful. Got to pop that manifold on, so we took it off so we could paint it black and weld on the Hypergate 45 that's there. So I'm gonna have to whip that back on with the gasket, tighten that all down, and the turbo because that's been painted. So we'll do that. The oil filter needs to pop on, the thermostat housing, and then that alternator needs to paint. So that's something I quite like doing, because it takes an alternator that looks like this. It's crusty, it's old, it looks like shit. Then you strip them down, you paint the housings, clean it all up, clean the bolts up, and you end up with essentially what looks like a brand new alternator. I don't bother cleaning the pulleys because, well, as the motor turns, it literally will just polish itself with the belt. All right, got a few things cooking up. So I've gone outside and I've cleaned up the balancer for the RB30 and the RB25. Also got the water pump pulley out there just drying because I wiped them down with thinners. So I'll spray them black. Cleaned up the thermostat housing. That's nice and shiny now. And that's covered up by the hose so you can't see that. Like that. The fuel rail for the G-Ready plenum, that needs to be cleaned up. It's a bit dirty, so I'll pull the injectors out, throw everything through the ultrasonic cleaner. And then the rail I'll just clean with oven cleaner because it's not going to fit in there. Slip that on there. There you go. Better wrap it up for this one because the video will be getting quite long by now. So yeah, done most of this thing. Just need to throw the balancer on and do the alternator and fit the rear main up. And then it's really the final touches of painting the covers again, throw them back on, fit the intake, and about ready to drag that to ferro and start wiring it up, I think. But yeah, better wrap it up because I'm starting to drag it on a bit. So yeah, guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.